place you could sit down with a few drinks, grab a board game, and enjoy a unique night out with friends. But now the Storm Crone Tavern has announced the permanent closure of its location here on Vancouver's Commercial Drive, saying they knew they just wouldn't survive this pandemic.
I won't lie, I totally had to wash my face and put on a bunch of makeup for this interview because there have been some tears today from the whole team.
The temporary closure is now permanent. The owner of the popular bar and restaurant decided they could no longer roll the dice when it came to the fate of the restaurant.
The lease was expiring. It's an older building. It was kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4 punch. There were just various factors that meant that even after COVID, and considering the fact that it looks like this is going to be a longer term lockdown, that things aren't going to be back to quote unquote normal for quite a long time. It just sort of seemed like it was necessary.
Storm Crone Tavern is one of a number of businesses announcing a permanent closure. Last week, the owner of Federico's Supper Club, another popular restaurant on Commercial Drive, announced the news they wouldn't be able to survive the pandemic.
Reason for this is I have a landlord that was completely uncooperative, didn't want to help any way, shape, or form as far as rent relief during this crisis, and has made the situation untenable.
Ian Tostenson, the president and CEO of BC's Restaurant and Food Services Association, estimates of the 15,000 restaurants in BC, about 25% won't be able to reopen once the pandemic is over. Storm Crone is hoping its last remaining Vancouver location, Ale House on West Broadway, will be able to open in the next few weeks for takeout and delivery. But Tostenson worries the cost of food delivery when orders come through third-party apps like Uber Eats and Skip the Dishes are devastating many restaurants' bottom lines, as they take about 25% of the cost of the order.
We've decided this morning to write those companies and say, look, you have to share in our pain because you need our industry to make your industry successful. And otherwise, what's going to happen is what California just did last week, and they put a 15% cap on the fees that these companies can charge restaurants.
As far as the unique restaurant and bar culture that Vancouver is famous for, Tostenson believes there will be a revival after the pandemic.
From a foodie point of view, it is unfortunate because tourists did come to Vancouver for food, but that'll come back. And that'll come back as strong as tourism comes back.
We sort of think of ourselves like a phoenix, just a little bit more caw-y. We're down right now, but we will rise again.
In Vancouver, Ashley Burr, City News.